All right, it's the middle of summer. It's so hot, and I'm walking up Coronet Peak. And we've got a fun task today. I say we, I'm walking up Coronet on my own, but we've got Mark, who's starting at Treble Cone, and Glenn, who's starting at Brest Peak. And we've all set goal at Naseby. If this works, it'll be great. I don't think it will, so hopefully I can fly over to Cardrona, cross the Cardrona River, meet up with Mark on the Pisas. We can do the Criffle together, cross over to the Dunstans, scoop up Glen, and then have a beautiful run through the flats with a long final glide from 10,000 feet, landing outside the Naseby Tavern. I don't think it's gonna happen, but we can dream. Gonna give it a crack. Westerly wind around today. Patches of high cloud. Looks tricky, but possible. Stronger wind later on, but I'm hoping to get away early. We'll see how it gets on. Be challenging. Oh, that was a sweaty walk up. So yeah, I'm gonna slowly get ready and just try and soak in some information from the clouds. Looks like it's working already. Nice clouds on Soho. There's some nice ones on Brow. Yep, looks like westerly wind because I can see the clouds are leaning slightly and drifting. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna hang around for too long. Leo and Marika are on the way up. I might drag my feet a bit and try and catch them.
So this first move is often the crux of the flight. With the westerly wind up top, I was expecting the west faces of Soho to be working nicely, but in fact, because of the altitude I arrived at, I was presented with the southeasterly valley wind that comes up the Arrow River from Arrowtown. I was pushed off the side of the hill, and my only option was to try and soar out on the east faces. The cloud shadows here are showing the wind coming over the back. This area was quite turbulent from the valley wind and the thermals mixing with the wind aloft. If you enjoyed the video, you can support the channel by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to see more videos like this.
Oh, it's been pretty intense. I've just basically been doing survival flying, trying not to land in the Arrow River. The wind is just swirling around in here, all sorts of different directions. And I'm gonna have to get a low save out of Rose's saddle.
Once I got to the head of the valley, I was able to get this decent thermal that was aided by the wind.
Oh, I'm pretty happy to be out the Arrow River. Pretty horrible in there when there's wind around. It was all just sort of swirling around like a bloody washing machine. So it's westerly up high, but it was coming up the valley from the south, all over the place. And it was rough. I got the climb out of Rose's saddle on the southwest facing spurt, and I'm gonna cross over in the direction of the Cardrona Valley soon.
I made a mistake here not getting on the speed bar early enough, and I had to do a couple of turns in a spiral to avoid getting sucked in the cloud.
Okay, I'm crossing into the Arrow River and I'm aiming for the Pisas, which is on the other side over there. Mark is flying from Treble Cone, which is out that way. Glenn is flying from Brest Peak, which is just behind that cloud. Once I start crossing the river, I'll flick the radio on and see if I can make contact. Next objective is to cross here and climb up on the other side. Got a terrible glide over and I've arrived really low and I'm not expecting to get up. Oh, come on. Oh, it might work. Oh, come on. F***ing rose hip everywhere. I don't want to land in that. Came over too low. It's hard work. Last hope is this field, and if not, I'm going to land in it. There's no stock in it. And this valley's full of angry farmers.
I managed to find something very weak above my landing paddock. Even though it was drifting me in the opposite direction I wanted to go, I stuck with it. and eventually it put me back higher on a different part of the ridge where I was able to get re-established.
Oh, I found Leo. I'm going to try and cross here. Be good to get up to base. It's all flat. If we land up here, it's a bit of a weird place to get out from. The walk to the edge or walk down. And Dunstan's at the back, and this is the Pisas. Snow farms over there. Well, I'm leaving the Pisas, heading for the Dunstans. I'll take every little bit of altitude I can here because it's a long old glide. I do have a pretty good tailwind parked up here. Leo's on the end of the ridge. It looks like he's got to climb. Hopefully he follows, and that's Lake Dunstan. So I've arrived on the Dunstans and I'm trying to find the climb. Got something here. This terrain is so different. It's quite flat, very dry. Quite interesting how different it is. And hopefully I can get up to these clouds. Okay, I'm up at 8,700 feet. Naseby is at the southern end of the Hawklands, which is that range over there. I got up on the Dunstans. I lost Leo on the Pisas. Queensbury, I don't know where he went. Might see him pop out at the St. Bathans if he's crossed at a different area. And Glenn is making his way down the Hawklands. I suspect he'll almost certainly make goal. And I think Mark's behind me. So I'm gonna follow these clouds. I can see the shadows and they lead me over to that ridge out in the flats. So I'm going to follow these clouds and then I'm going to hook a right and go for that ridge. And hopefully I can make it to the Naseby, which is near Little Mount Ida, which is at the end of the Hawklands. I'm 35 k's from Naseby. There's good clouds ahead, but I'm in a bit of a blue patch and it's quite slow. It'd be great to get a good climb. It's just these really scrappy bubbles of lift that it's almost not worth turning in, but I'm trying to connect with that ridge on the other side. So Mark's just behind me and I look on high cloud and he's not far off. I haven't spotted him in the flesh, but not sure about Glenn. So I just had a look on high cloud and Mark is really close. I'm not actually sure where he is. I haven't spotted him, but on the tracker, high cloud is like a website where we can look at where everyone is who's flying paragliders, and the tracker updates to it, and he's somewhere over here. Can't see him, but he might be overtaking me soon. $16 k's to go. I need a 10 to 1. I've got a pretty good tailwind. Oh, this is good. I wonder if Mark's made it and Glenn. There's definitely some wind around. Plenty of places to land in strong wind. 10 to 1 to go. I might leave when I get to 7. I did it! So that's Naseby. It's 10 kilometers away, but I got that on glide. I'm pretty confident. Got the wind behind me and need a 5 to 1 to make it. So oh, what a cool day. Bloody hard work at times. Like I got really low in the Arrow River, got really low in the Cardrona River,
But yeah, I managed to claw my way out, and so yeah, I'm gonna go to Naseby now and try and hitchhike home, or might go to the pub, see where Mark ended up. Oh well, I've flown past Naseby at 8,000 feet, so I think I'm gonna keep going because I don't know, I've never flown out here before. This is quite cool. This cloud's a bit higher than that one, so there must be some sort of, this must be some convergence or different air here. Maybe that's a cooler sea air. I can almost see out to the east coast. I wouldn't mind landing near a highway. That's Keyburn over there. That's Ranfurly. It looks stable out towards the coast. I can't imagine I'll make it, but it's like another 60 k's. But yeah, well, this is pretty cool. So this looks like it's converging with sea air. I wonder if I can connect with this one. And then on the other side of that ridge, it's not that far to the east coast. Like, I have to look at the map. Like, Oamaru's over there. Oh, surely I'm not gonna connect. Right, I wanna try and connect with a cloud, but I've got low expectations, but I've never got this far before. This is cool. It's been pretty amazing in this last bit. If I can connect with that range, I don't know what I'll do. All right, keep trudging along, I guess. There's a road down there. I think the highway's that one. I think I've hit the sea breeze now. It's about time. Oh, I'm gonna go land by the road. What a day. Unbelievable. So the highway's over there. It only looks like it's a couple of k's walk. Not too bad. And I think the wind is coming up this way at this level. Oh wow, didn't think I was gonna end up here. Oh, that'll do. What a crazy flight. I've landed near Kyburn, past Ranfurly. Probably about 40 k's from the coast or something. Thought I was gonna make Oamaru for a minute. Yeah, I didn't expect to get that far. I mean, I got to Naseby and I was at 8,000 feet, so I just kept going. But for a long time, I didn't think I was gonna make Naseby, so I made goal and then overflew. And now it looks like it's raining out in the flats. Out this way, look. Oh, it's rubbish. I didn't hang around packing up because I've got quite a long hitchhike home. That's the furthest I've flown this way. I've never made it this far before, out to the east in a westerly. So yeah, just gonna walk down the road back to the highway, hitchhike back home again. Cool, that pretty much went to plan. Really hard at work. At the beginning, I got really low in the Ayvri River, and it was really rough, you know, like tough. And then I got super low in the Coronet Valley, managed to claw out of there. And then the climbs were like broken and rubbish, and I didn't get to base that many times, and it wasn't until the last few climbs where it actually got good. And for a minute I thought I was going to connect with this range. I have to do that again and try and go all the way.